when I met Marina for the first time, I felt such empathy and warmth flowing from her that from that time on, I started calling her mother. And whenever I communicated with her, whether on email or whether when I saw her personally, I called her mother. You know, I lost my mother when I was 11 years old, and somehow or other, there I found a woman of worth, to use Proverbs, you know, a woman whose value was higher than the value of diamonds and pearls and sapphires and who related to you in such a way that when you spoke to her, you felt that she understood you, that that you were like part of her family immediately, and she accepted you when you came into her home, and you felt like you were visiting royalty, because when you walked in it was like walking into a palace. I mean, she treated you when she just invited you for tea. I mean, you could have been the prince. You know, she treated you like a prince, and everything of the best, and wonderful china, and everything around it. You felt like you were in a palace. So I really, to me, Marina Smith was a woman that whose legacy is going to be enshrined in the Bet Shalom, and I don't think that anybody that has ever known her, and maybe future generations that are going to learn about her, are ever going to forget her. She's enshrined in my memory, and I can see her sitting in her house and welcoming you, and to me, it was just an incredible feeling and emotion to be able to come into. I never felt that way with anybody else. I never felt like coming into her home was coming home. She was somebody whose everybody's problems were her problems. Everybody's, simcha, everybody's happiness was her happiness. Everything that everybody else, that the people that she knew, whoever she touched. I mean, it became part of her. In other words, that's how I remember her. The way she related to Holocaust survivors is quite different to the majority of people. The majority of people have got, they feel a bit sad when they speak to you, or they have some kind of relationship with you, and they know you're a Holocaust survivor, so that they maybe feel a little bit of empathy or something like that. But she was quite different. She almost, it's difficult for me to use the word, to find words. She actually made you feel that despite the fact that you were a Holocaust survivor, and that she actually suffered with you, that she knew what you were going to go through. She wasn't a psychiatrist, she wasn't a psychologist, but she actually managed to actually crawl into your neshama, to go into your soul, and to be able to kind of participate either in your times of good times and bad times. So in that sense, she was quite extraordinary. I mean, it's difficult to find words, and my eloquence is not good enough. I've never been to school, I've never been to university, so maybe I don't have enough words. But all I can tell you that I might not have enough words, but I've got an enormous amount of emotional feelings towards Marina Smith, mother.